What's up, everybody? Back at it again with another weekly reading review. So, for my nonfiction, I am reading Family of Secrets about the Bush Dynasty by Russ Baker. It is a slow burn. It is hard for me to get through simply because there's so many moving pieces and I'm really trying to understand every single thing about it. The problem is I'm coming up short, but that's okay. I'll probably reread it again within a few years because it is insane. Wait for my review on that. However, right now I am going to talk about the two books that I did finish this week. First off, we got Quarry's Vote. Now, if you haven't seen any of my videos, or if you're not familiar with who Quarry is, or Max Allan Collins, or hard case crime novels, you need to check this out. If you're into pulp fiction, crime noir, hard-boiled, mystery, violence, some sex, not too much. It's not gratuitous. It couldn't be. It's not going to be shelved in the romance novel whatsoever. But anyways, long story short, Quarry is back at it again. He's actually married, and turns out his wife is pregnant, and everything's going great. And then all of a sudden, some man appears and asks him about, hey man, would you do this one job, come out of retirement for a political assassination? And he said, no, why would I? No, I know the money's good, but Quarry does not do political assassinations. That's one of his main rules. He does not do political assassinations. However, because the man that came up to him and explained all about it, that leaves Quarry as a loose end. And what happens next, which I'm not going to give out spoilers, devastating to Quarry, and he is back at it again with his full force, going hard. I did not see a few of these. I did not see the plot going as planned. Max Allan Collins does an amazing job with Quarry novels. Quarry is a Vietnam veteran that comes back, finds his wife in bed with another man. Lo and behold, he goes to the man's house. He wants to talk to him or fight him. He's not really sure what. The guy's cranking on his car in his garage, and he calls him a bunghole, which you don't call Quarry a bunghole. And Quarry just looked down, didn't say anything, and just kicked the jack stand, and then it fell on him. And then, a couple weeks later, a man approaches him and lets him know, hey, I looked up your Vietnam record. I see what you did recently. You're a killer. Would you like to work for me and actually get paid really good money to do it? And so he takes him up on it, the broker. If you read the first novel of the Quarry series, it's called The Broker, or I forget the other title it was used. But anywho, and this is a series, and I guess you could read them out of order. I personally wouldn't. I like reading series as they go because, especially hard case crime, especially crime noir, hard boiled, because what happens is there is Easter eggs that are planted and then they get referenced back, and you wouldn't know what they're talking about if you didn't read them in order. So I would definitely check out Quarry. Max Allan Collins. Max Allan Collins is an amazing author. He wrote Road to Perdition. He wrote a couple Batman series. He wrote, oh gosh, he took over for the old comic artist Dick Tracy. He did the Dick Tracy for a long time. Anyways, amazing book. Again, Quarry never misses. Even his worst books are still amazing and easy to get through, and they're awesome. The other one I read, another hard case crime novel, or hard case Yeah, it's just hard case crime. I just call them hard case crime novels, whatever. Peter Pavia's Dutch Uncle. Okay, this book I was not expecting. So let's back this up. So most of these hard case crime novels take place in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Um, this one's a little bit more modern. I think it's set in like the early 2000s, before the financial crash. Don't quote me on that. It's not really referenced that much in terms of the timeline, but um, so what happens is a guy goes to jail after getting into a drunken brawl with a cop. Then while he's in jail, he meets a random guy, as you do when you're in jail, and there's nothing to do while you sit around besides talk. Anyways, he gets out of jail, and then the guy is there, and he's like, "Hey man, I heard you used to do A, B, and C and do deliveries. You want to do one? I know you're homeless. I know you just got out and you got nothing." And the guy was reluctant, but he still did. And so he meets up with an old friend that the man from jail also knew. He needed to go deliver some Colombian marching powder. You can see on the cover, Dutch Uncle with the razor blade. You can fill in the blanks. I don't want YouTube to censor it, but it has to do with a deal, and it goes awry horribly, and it is just one twist turn after another amazing hard case crime novel. I would definitely recommend it. Yeah, that's my weekly reading cap. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Bye.